Just taking a moment to consider, what is your intention for our time together in this masterclass? How do you want to feel at the end of our masterclass? Knowing that we're going to be focusing on the 6 energetic blocks that are slowing down your success. What is your intention for being here today? I'm just bringing into your mind's eye the revenue, the impact that you're committed to making. And just to take a moment to notice, what are the emotions that you're feeling in your body right now? Are you noticing any contractions? Just become aware of it, just be in the allowance of it. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how expansive and aligned to your intentions are you feeling right now? Let us know in the comments, in the chat. And if you're on the replay, we'd love to witness you in the Facebook group. It's my intention that you really understand how the blocks are slowing down that next level of success. You can have that breakthrough. Give me a I'm ready. Give me a yes in the comments if you are ready to really allow yourself to experience this. Yesterday, I shared with you the steps on focusing on that you need to focus on to master wealth energetics. And this is exactly what we're doing when we're helixing together. And the Helix method is our world-class energy psychology modality that is rooted in science and spirituality. And we combine cognitive interventions and energy healing with somatic techniques that influence our human Wi-Fi. So you're going to experience this today. And Moses is going to share the workbook in the chat for you, and it will be in the link underneath the replay. So you could do that now. That would be fantastic. And in the workbook, we have these 6 energetic blocks laid out. So you don't need to worry about taking notes. You can just really allow yourself to be fully present. And what we do in the Helix method, we balance the deep inner healing work alongside impactful manifestation rituals. So what's happening here is we're expanding your wealth consciousness to elevate your vibrational attraction point. And truly, whenever I am working with an entrepreneur, if there is stickiness in the growth, it's always coming down to the energetic alignment first. And what I have found is it's these 6 blocks that are stopping anyone from growing in their business. And they will come up because we're all human at different points in time. So this is really key. It's hugely life-changing information that I'm sharing with you here so that you can start to know how to navigate this so that you don't get stuck in contraction. You can recognize when a contraction is happening, honor it, not judge it, allow ourselves to start to heal and to move through it. I'm going to guide you through these now, and then we're going to find out what's affecting you. And we'll be using one of the tools that we use within the Helix method. Does that sound good? Hi, Kristen. Welcome. Oh, so good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, Moses has popped the work in the chat for you. Alrighty, so just to say that each of these 6 blocks is interconnected and holds a complex cluster of energies, beliefs, patterns, emotions, frequencies, and these blocks slow down sales, cash flow, and impactful marketing for entrepreneurs. And when you have a methodology to heal these blocks and to find out what is hidden so that your blind spots are no longer holding you back and slowing you down in the impact that you're here to make, you can then financially relax about feeling really good about making, receiving, and holding and circulating money. So let's uncover these blocks now. So the first one is, I call this the resonance rift. So this is where we have an inner conflict between our levels of consciousness. So our higher self, our true self, desires certain experiences, seeks fulfillment of life purpose. And when there is a resonance rift, Our higher self is out of resonance with what our conscious mind and our subconscious mind is up to. And the thing is if we are disconnected from our higher self, we haven't got the energetic support of our higher self for manifesting. So we end up going back into that, having to kind of push through to grow our businesses rather than allowing and surrendering and being in the flow. Make sense? So we want to create that coherence by creating the alignment with your higher self, your conscious mind and your subconscious. Because when you do, that brings you into rapid resonance with your desires. It's just so much more quickly. So let me know what resonates with that. Use the chat as a bit of a journal. What resonates for you there? This is a way that we can have a two-way conversation as I can see what's landing for you in terms of, is a resonance rift something that you're recognizing? Hang on a second, I've been completely out of alignment. My subconscious is off doing its own thing. Remember, it has a 100% success rate. We might be just going in a direction that we don't want to go in. This is key stuff. The second block is, I call this somatic default set point. So we all have physiological, psychological, and energetic set points across all aspects of our identity, including our self-image, our self-worth, our deservingness, our emotions, and the neural pathways act as an internal reference point. So these are the set points that create your glass ceiling, that stop you from increasing your client base, stop you from making more sales, stop you from manifesting more money, stop you from allowing, this is really key, allowing in more fun and joy. We have a joy cap that can get triggered when we start to bring in more money. Then we can be like, oh, hang on, I need to not have quite so much joy in my life. So we see this across all aspects of our life where we may allow more money in. And then what we want to do is to make sure we're expanding our default set points across all aspects, so we're not kind of trading one off for the other. And as I mentioned yesterday, the thing is our bodies get really addicted to our default set points and the emotions that we're feeling at those set points. And so that's why we start to get the addictive withdrawal symptoms from these set points, and energetically can start to pull ourselves back unknowingly because we're telling ourselves a really good story in our head. And actually the subconscious is going, marvelous, okay, we're just bringing her back to that set point. And then you get to experience the reality that you actually was wanting to move away from. Then we have our current identity. So this is where we are, because we create our reality through our identity. And so our identity, where our identity becomes the block, is when we're trying to create a new reality, but with the current version of ourselves. Does that make sense? So our identity, that is what creates the paradigms that we hold, the self-concepts that create the beliefs, and our emotions and our feelings, all of this contributes and informs our behavior and our action. We then have the experience in our reality, and then that feeds back to reinforce. So we start to embody our identity, and together we create more of that reality. So our six-figure self is going to require a new identity for our multi-six-figure self. Our seven-figure self is going to require a new identity, an identity upgrade to create multi-seven figures, and so on. Becoming an investor is going to require a new identity. Otherwise, these default set points start to get triggered in our body. And of course, there's different self-concepts in the way that are so important to be able to have this identity upgrade, to really embody it so that we're feeling it in our body. And for us to be able to create solutions to problems that will arise in our businesses, things that are going to require us to take a look and to know what we need to do at that moment in time. But we need that future consciousness of ourselves, that identity be embodied, so that we are moving forward and not trying to solve problems from our current identity. And then that's just going to create more of the same things. So to create a different reality, to create that coherence, we be the identity of the version of us who already is experiencing the reality that we desire. So for that, we have to create the consciousness of our future self. This all links in with what happens with our nervous system. So our nervous system has a capacity of what it's going to allow in, how much money is going to allow in, how many clients we're going to allow in, how many relationships we're going to be able to allow in terms of collaborations with partners and so on. Before the fight, flight, freeze, and collapse, protective systems are triggered. So the threshold of our nervous system capacity, I call this the pinnacle. And our current reality of visibility, marketing, sales, cash flow, savings, investing, spending is the pinnacle of our nervous system's capacity. Does that make sense? What's resonating for you? I can see some comments coming in the chat. Where is your nervous system at its capacity for visibility, marketing, sales, cash flow? How is your nervous system impacting these aspects of your business? And I did mention yesterday, so just to kind of recap on that how our nervous systems can get triggered by big windfalls of income growth, where we can feel really excited, overexcited, and our nervous system then interprets that as nervousness. And that's where it can trigger the flight, fright, freeze response. And there are some nuances around this as how our business grows. A pattern of anxiety, for example, of I haven't got enough, that can happen from growing to those first 6 figures. And of course, it can come in later where people have bigger commitments in terms of expenses, and suddenly there may be a shortage in cash flow. That can trigger the nervous system response and the fear of I haven't got enough. What I have seen is the fear that starts to happen is as more starts to come in, the anxiety turns into what if it all goes away? What if it vanishes? And now I have to be responsible for those team members. And then there's not enough. What if they cost me money? Does that resonate? What are the thoughts that you've heard yourself thinking in relation to really recognizing actually that's anxiety speaking? What am I creating with that anxious thought? So we take our anxiety with us if the nervous system is at capacity. Does that make sense? It's just going to look different. We're just going to hear different thought forms being triggered. And then we may turn those into beliefs, take action on those. So to create that coherence, when we increase the capacity of our nervous system by healing the hidden emotions, beliefs, traumas, and memories and experiences, we're calibrating to a new level of alignment for success. Does that make sense? We've got yes, nervous system response. Okay, resonance rift. Okay, recognizing that this is landing. Okay, fantastic. The next one that I wanted to dive into is the 5th one, which is, I call this energetic buffering. This is because our human Wi-Fi is made up of 12 layers of the aura, over 88,000 chakras, 12 main meridians, 8 extra meridians, spiritual lines of connection, grids, and so much more. So there's a lot going on in our energy field. We just can't see it. And they all need to be flowing for us to be in our peak performance, in that peak flow state. And these energy channels and vortices can get blocked with stress energies, with thought forms, different shapes of energy, such as cords and attachments, the collective energy. And all of this is held within our human Wi-Fi. And what we're sending out is an electromagnetic signal to the universe saying, hey, we'd like some more of this. And when our energetic signal is incongruent, because we've got reversed and resistant energy in our field, I invite you to think of this as your signal is buffering. It's not optimized. We all know that buffering sign when the Wi-Fi has gone down. Something's happened. We've had a little bit of a disconnect. I want you to invite that, to recognize it. But that's what we're doing when we're energetically buffering, is we're on, it's like we're on pause and the universe is going, I can't quite pick the signal up. What is it that they're wanting? What's going on? And we're just kind of going round and round and round. Does this energetic buffering resonate for you? So what we want to do is, when we clear our energy field of reversed and resistant energies, and I can't tell you how powerful this is. This is so powerful. This is absolutely life-changing. This is where we create more coherence, and suddenly you start to see things coming into your field where you're like, oh my word. So it's as we change our energetic field, we heal. Carol's saying, yes, this is resonating. Alrighty. Cher saying, yes, explains why change doesn't happen all that's back. Okay, awesome, awesome. Fantastic. So just invite you to notice, where is this showing up for you in your business? Are you seeing this in how you're implementing strategies? Are you seeing this in your cash flow? Are you seeing this in the types of clients that you're working with? Are your ideal clients able to find you? Impactful marketing? Buffering for sure. Alrighty, we're going to unbuffer you today. The sixth one that I wanted to talk about is when I call this strategic dissonance. So this is when we are applying a strategy that's misaligned for our business and who we are, or it's out of alignment with our identity and where we want to go. And if we have a 100K a year business, we're not going to be aligned with implementing $1 million a year strategy, because our consciousness is wired for that 100K and our feelings in our body are wired and calibrated to that 100K level. So this is where the strategy can become the block. It can be the block in the financial investment options that we're seeing. It can be the business model itself and our skills in implementing the strategies, of course, as well. And just to kind of give you an example from a personal experience, you can see, okay, let's see what resonates for you. I remember when I was running Facebook ads as a strategy, I was fresh out of the gates in my business. It was the first year in business, and I was testing all my messaging on Facebook ads, and that's what we were being coached to do. And it is a very expensive way to test your messaging. And whilst it eventually worked and momentum did start to build, then the Facebook ad market changed. The ads that used to target and offer really high quality community members coming into your world because they'd be perfect for what you're offering. Suddenly it lost its precision and the costs went up sky high and the numbers weren't right coming in, and people who were coming in just weren't aligned. And so all the conversions went down, and many entrepreneurs at that time, like myself, lost a lot of money. And I was out of alignment with the strategy that I was applying. I hadn't upgraded my identity at that point, and it had created a whole bunch of energy reversals and contractions. So I was trying to solve the problems with my same level of consciousness that had created the problem by implementing a strategy that my business wasn't ready for. That's why I love organic marketing so much better. And I help all my clients with this when I'm offering them business coaching. Is making sure that we are growing the business in alignment with the strategy that is right for who you be and the level of your business, because all strategies work, but we might be implementing them at the wrong time, not have the identity for them, calibrated to them, all the financial resources to implement them fully, to make them, to get the return on that investment. Which is true with Facebook ads. You've got to put a whole chunk of change in before you get your return on your investment. There's a time delay with that strategy. So for that coherence piece in implementing our strategies, when we raise our frequency to our future self-consciousness and follow the intuitive guidance of our higher self and take aligned action alongside, of course, developing our skills and being a CEO for our company, our implementation of strategies are just that much more effective. Does that make sense? So there you have it. These are the 6 key blocks that slow down your next level of success. And when you heal these blocks alongside our impactful manifesting rituals, you will grow to your next 6 figures with more ease. We want to be able to do that with flow and harmony and peace and balance and allowing in more joy. So I'm going to show you how to co-create with the energy of money with our Helix method manifesting ritual, which is our proven method for consistent, predictable manifestations. So I'm so excited and honored to share this with you. So we're going to do this together. I'll talk you through what we'll do together. And this is all laid out for you in the workbook. And if Moses could just pop the link again in the chat for those that have just recently joined us, so that they can get access to the workbook as well. I've got it all in the slides for you too. So I'll be guiding you through it. So I'd love to know who here has done helixing with me before. Let me know in the comments. I know we've got some Helix method mentors as well here. So do let us know if you're a Helix method mentor in the chat. Is this your first time helixing? Let me know. Let's see where everybody's at. Did it once before. Awesome. All right, we'd love to know, how did you feel after you did it before? Shares first time, welcome. Excited for you. Excited for you. First time. Oh, this is so exciting. Alrighty, so what we do is we're going to activate and clear your pathway between the different levels of consciousness. higher self, conscious mind, subconscious mind. So we'll do that with a higher self invocation. Then we use energy kinesiology, or you might know the term muscle testing, to find out what is hidden in the layers of consciousness. So we're going to use the sway technique, which is where you use your body like a dowsing device. I love this because you can feel the somatic and energetic responses from your subconscious. And when you do it this way, and then once we know where the hidden block is, we're going to release it, transmute the energy around it, get rid of any resistant energy or the reverse energy. And then what we do is we bring your heart energy and your mind into coherence. We really amplify and expand your aura and start to do the imprinting. And then we wrap this up, having raised our frequency by living in the energy of the question, as I call it, which is essentially it's you're asking your higher self a question, the version of you that has already experienced what you want to experience. And we get just so much more clarity from that because we've raised our frequency. Does that make sense? Yes. Alrighty. Okay. This is so exciting. Okay. So I'm going to guide you through. We're going to do the higher self invocation together first. Alrighty, so just inviting you to bring your attention to your soul star chakra, which is about 18 inches above your head. This is your gateway to your Akashic record. And we're going to increase your life force energy through your breath. So I'm just going to invite you now to breathe in for 4, then hold for 4, and breathe out for 8. And just to do that at your own pace 3 times. And then saying the invocation, you can say this out loud or internally, whatever feels most comfortable to you. I'll speak this out loud for you so you can allow the words to land in your field. Speaking to all levels of my consciousness, I intend that in the name of divine truth, love and light, let all information come from my higher self and be in alignment with my divine truth, my highest good, and the highest good of all. I am creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my subconscious, conscious, and higher self, so that they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment and all working towards my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And from this aligned levels of consciousness space, we're going to do the energy testing, muscle testing, using the sway technique. And if you have never done the sway technique before, just to speak to that just briefly for a moment. What you do is you stand with your feet hip width apart, relax your knees, just close your eyes, allow your attention to come to your heart center. And you're going to instruct your body to go forwards for a yes and backwards for a no. You can simply do this by saying yes, 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 yes. And you'll notice, like in the diagram, you start to lean forwards for a yes. And then you say no, 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 no. And you'll start to feel yourself going backwards for a no. And as part of your baseline, you can say things that you know to be true so that you're building up your confidence that you are getting an accurate response. Welcome. So you could say your name. My name is Louisa Havers. And my body goes, yes, it is. So I start going forwards. Something that you know not to be true. I am 25. My body goes, no, you're not. And then once you've got your baseline response, you're ready to move on to doing the testing around things that you're not necessarily going to know to be true. And just before we do this, just want to give you a heads up. This is really powerful because you will have a somatic response as your subconscious is going to start to speak to you through your body and your energy field. When you think about this topic about bringing in the amount of money that you're wanting to bring in over the next 90 days, and then you're saying the statements and you're saying them out loud, it helps you to connect with the energy of the block so that you can witness it. Does that make sense? You're observing it. So as you're saying the statements out loud and you're getting a yes, no response, just notice, how do you feel? Can you feel some resistance in your body? What do you see in your mind? Just notice what you notice. Alrighty, and if anyone is feeling like they're unable to sway, let me know in the comments, because I've got some tips to help you to sway forwards, backwards more easily. Alrighty, feeling like your channels aren't clear. Well, let's dive into this. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to take a moment now to jump up and to start to energy test these. The first question is, I have got resistance to receiving the amount of money over the next 90 days. I've got an energy reversal to receiving the amount of money over the next 90 days. I'll share the tips in a second. I have got an energy reversal in my cash flow. I've got an energy reversal in my marketing. I've got an energy reversal in holding money, and I've got an energy reversal in creating new sales. So when you do this, I want you to do this really slowly so that you can feel what it feels like in your body as you're saying this and giving it a yes or no. And if you're muscle testing for the first time and you're thinking, how do I do this? I'm not quite sure it's working. Then what I want you to do is, first of all, just to give yourself a thymus thumb. And just notice your breath as you're doing the thymus thumb. Just do it for about 15 seconds. Breathing in gently, breathing out gently. Notice how your chest rises and falls with the breath. And then just invite you to, again, just to test it with yes, 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 yes. So going forwards. No, 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 going backwards. And then to do it with some other things that you know to be true. Then the street that you live in, where you were born. Do it with things you know to be true and not true. So you can start to feel how your body's going to respond when you've got no attachment to what you find. What can happen for people is where inconsistencies come in with muscle testing is their conscious mind gets involved and starts creating interference. We want to really get you down into your heart center as you're doing the muscle testing so that you're really allowing yourself to receive that information coming from your higher self, your alignment, your conscious mind, your subconscious. You're really allowing yourself to reveal what is hidden. Okay, so I'm just going to create some space so you can do this muscle testing. And for those of you wondering, what's an energy reversal? I touched on this yesterday. This is where an energy reversal is simply where your energy is going in the wrong direction. And they come from a shock, a trauma, or a situation that we've had where we haven't had necessarily a coping strategy for it. And you will have heard me mention that we can have energy reversals created because our nervous system gets triggered when we have a big windfall of money coming in, because that joy and excitement, the nervous system can think, oh my goodness, there's something that Louise is actually nervous about. And so the nervous system gets triggered and an energy reversal can be created. Does that make sense? Alrighty, so let's see what's coming through for everybody. So just taking a moment now just to see where you're at. Let me know in the comments when you have done all the muscle testing. And if you whiz through, I'm going to invite you just to bring in another one. So to change the amount of days, so I've got resistance to receiving XYZ over 30 days. I have got an energy reversal to receiving XYZ over 30 days. So let's say you're wanting to bring in 90K in 90 days. Are there any resistances, reversed energy to bringing in 30K in 30 days? Just creating that space just to go a little bit deeper for you. if you've completed that already. Oh, so good to see you all muscle testing and energy testing. Alrighty, and let me know in the comments, how does that feel in your body? Did you find any surprises? These are probably questions you haven't generally asked yourself. See what's coming through for everybody. What's my energy reversals to cash flow? Yes, for more revenue coming. Alrighty, so now we're clear on where the blocks are. Let me know in the comments. Have you found it around the money? Have you found it around different aspects of your business? Cash flow, marketing, holding money, creating more sales? Okay, so this is where we can feel that we may be influencing the results, is just to really allow yourself to set that intention that your higher self, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind is aligned. Start to breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. And when you notice your heart rising, your chest rising with your breath, you're out of your head, then ask the question or say the statement. And you'll get that more accurate response, because your conscious mind is focusing on whether your chest is going up or down. So it's getting out of the way, so you're able to get that clear reading. Makes sense? Okay, so we've got reversals and holding money being found. Alrighty, so let's start to change this. So now you're clear on what it feels like in your body. Maybe you had a sensation as you were doing the muscle testing. Maybe a picture came in or a memory came in. Make a note of all of this stuff. Now we're going to release this. So inviting you to bring your heart into coherence. So what you'll be doing is by breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. And then the script is, I'm ready to release X, Y, Z. I release this across all dimensions, planes, times, levels of consciousness. And when you're releasing a belief, I invite you, using your left hand, to hold CB17 on your chest while you do this. So just across your nipple line. And then when you are releasing an energy reversal, I invite you just to tap the karate point with the tips of your fingers on the side of your hand as you're releasing an energy reversal. This just helps you to release the energy reversal more quickly. That makes sense? So that should say step 3. So this is what we're going to do now. So on the screen now, I'm ready to release, and then you would insert the phrase, for example, the resistance to receiving 100K over the next 90 days. I release, transmute, uncreate, and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. So for resistance, hold the CB17, and then for the energy reversals, just doing the karate chop. Alrighty, so I'm going to guide you through this, and I invite you to say it out loud once and then twice internally. So let me know which ones you're working on. Who's releasing the resistance? Who's releasing an energy reversal? Let me know in the comments. And then I'll pick one to guide you through. We'll do this together. Okay, so we've got marketing. Well, let's do marketing then. So we're going to do, I'll use it as an example. If you've got another one, then just fill in the blanks for where I say this. Alrighty, so we're going to do releasing the energy reversal to marketing. This is around having the results in your marketing that you desire. Alrighty. Okay, so just inviting you just to take a nice deep breath, breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. We're doing an energy reversal, so we're going to be tapping on the karate chop. And then saying this out loud once and then twice internally. I'm ready to release this energy reversal in my marketing. Release, transmute, uncreate, delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. You just notice how this feels in your body. And then silently saying, I'm ready to release this energy reversal in my marketing. I release, transmute, uncreate, delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Just notice how the energy is shifting, any tingling sensations where they are. And then just one more time. I'm ready to release this energy reversal in my marketing. I release, transmute, uncreate, and delete this from all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Just do it on one hand, doesn't matter which side. And then just notice how you feel. Observe. Allow yourself to integrate. And then in this now moment, I'm just going to give you space just so that you can do that other one that you have found, if you found another one. Of course, if you're on the replay and you've found a few, you can press pause before moving on to the next section. So we're just going to create some space so that you can release one more. Let me know in the chat which one you're going to be working on. See what everyone's up to. Feels good. Happy for the discovery. Awesome. Awesome. Feeling calm, at peace, releasing resistance and energy reversal. Marketing. Yes. Alrighty. So working on holding money and clearing any energy reversals and holding money. Fantastic. This is powerful, powerful stuff to do. So let me know when you are complete with that in the comments. I'll just give you another minute just to do that next one, and then we're going to move into creating the aligned coherence. Okay, so is that you have resistance to receiving 30K in the next 30 days? And then to clear that one if it is, so I'm ready to release the resistance to receiving, so holding CV17, we're just releasing resistance to receiving 30K in 30 days. Release, transmute, uncreate, delete this from all dimensions, planes, time, consciousness. And I would love to hear how it feels, the difference for you when you say it out loud, the releasing statement, and also when you think it in your head, you're creating that thought entity and you're really allowing yourself to be within. Do you see the difference in terms of being able to notice what you notice energetically in your body? And the importance of having both the inner and outer rewiring, as I call it. Alrighty. It's so good to see so many of you here. So exciting. I'm just going to get some music ready for you because we're going to start to do some imprinting. Yeah, It is much deeper internally when you're doing it internally, which is like why I like to have the two. Once where you can, when you're saying it out loud, you can pick up any resistance in your voice as you're saying it out loud, and then going within internally has a bigger impact. Being peaceful. Alrighty. Okay, so we are now going to create that aligned coherence. So we're going to do the inner rewiring technique and then the out loud rewiring technique, get my teeth in. So I'm going to guide you through. So what I want you to do is for 1 minute for each of these inner rewiring techniques is just to say this in your head. So the first one is, I'm so happy and grateful I have now received that 30K, the 100K, whatever the amount is, everyone's going to be working on different amounts. And I just want you to say it over and over and notice how your body's responding as you're saying it over and over. We're going to do it for a minute together, and then I'll guide you on. I'll say, right, now move on to the second one. I feel so accomplished, motivated, and in flow. And just repeat that over and over and just notice how your body starts to respond and to change. And then we'll do that. I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash in 30 days, whatever the amount is for you. And then we'll do large sums of money coming to me easily, come to me easily and effortlessly. So large sums of money come to me easily and effortlessly. And then the fifth one is, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. And then we'll do the out loud rewiring technique for 2 minutes. You're just saying it out loud. And I'll tell you when we get to that point. I'm the kind of person who has that 30K cash in 30 days, whatever it is. I feel so motivated, joyful, and in flow. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. That makes sense? And the key thing that I'm going to really invite you to do now is just to take a moment before we do the first I'm so happy and grateful that I have now received. And you're going to be repeating that in your mind's eye, just to start to breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Start to bring your heart into coherence by following this rhythm, this breath, breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Feel your heart filling up with more and more love. Your heart chakra is getting bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And from this space, I'm inviting you now to internally, in your mind's eyes, repeat for 1 minute, I'm so happy and grateful. I have now received the amount of money that you're calling in. I'm so happy and grateful. I have now received 100K. Moving on to, I feel so accomplished, motivated, and in flow. I feel so accomplished, motivated, and in flow. moving on to, I'm the kind of person who has XYZ cash in 30 days. I'm the kind of person who has XYZ cash in 30 days. I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash in 30 days, whatever it is for you. 1 minute. Talk about the playlist at the end. Focus on what we're doing now. Moving on to large sums of money come to me easily and effortlessly for 1 minute. Large sums of money come to me easily and effortlessly. Beautiful. Now, the last one I want you to do is an inner rewiring. It's working, it's working, it's working. And just really notice how your body's responding to these thoughts as you're thinking them. It's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. For 1 minute. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to do the out loud rewiring technique. So for 2 minutes, saying out loud, I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash in 30 days, whatever your amount is in 30 days. I'm the kind of person who has 30K cash in 30 days. I feel so motivated, joyful, and in flow. I allow this across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. And just notice how this feels, how your voice sounds, how your body responds. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful. And from this space, I invite you to ask the energy of the question, live in the energy of the question, how do large sums of money come to me easily and effortlessly and exponentially? I'm just going to invite you just to allow yourself to write that question out. Even if you feel a little bit disconnected from it, just know that your higher self knows the answer. So we're just activating that connection. We're not trying to consciously answer it. This is not a question for the conscious mind. This is a question for your higher self. You're writing it down, and then just notice, because we've activated and elevated your frequency, what ideas come to you. It may be someone's name pops into your mind. If it does, write it down and then call them immediately after we are off this. Does an idea come into your mind? Notice how your nervous system may be trying to respond at this stage. It's the first time you've done it. Anywhere you may have got distracted while you were doing this together, nervous system kicking in. We're really training your consciousness to elevate it here, really intentionally. How do large sums of money come to me easily, effortlessly, and exponentially? And know that you've activated this now. Ideas will come to you. Some will come now in this now moment. Some are going to come while you're in the shower, driving a car, doing something. Yeah, and make a note of any other areas of resistance, worthiness, aspects that have come up. We're going to be diving in deeper to this all tomorrow, and we're talking about impacting sales. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're covering today. Hi, Diane. Yeah, you're showing up as iPhone. So thank you for letting me know it's you. How do large sums of money come to me so easily, effortlessly, and exponentially? And then this is the fun bit. You get to take action on the ideas that come in. And this is really key. Higher self is giving you the ideas, the inspiration, working with the universe to line up those synchronicities. You just have to take action. So from this space, inviting you to think, what action can you take that will make this manifestation inevitable? Knowing that the inspired ideas are going to come to you, but we want to be in the energy of action. So can you reach out to 5 people and ask them how you can help? This could be reaching out to 5 people that inquired about working with you before, wanted to buy a product from you before, for whatever reason. You may have forgotten to follow up with them. They may have forgotten about it. They put it in their shopping basket and then forgot to press purchase. Reach out, see if you can help them. Reach out to some old clients, just see how they are, just check in, see how they are. What's new in their world? What have they got coming up? And if you have an offering, invite people to work with you. And let me know in the homework thread in the Facebook group, have you asked your 5? And you've asked your 5 people. So it could be like, how are you? Simple, opening up a conversation. It could be, hey, I've got this thing that's about to be launched. Thought of you. Did you want first dibs on it? Not attached, just giving them an invitation. So to think about, who haven't you spoken to in a while? Perhaps it's time to reach out to them. Would love to see your daily wins in the Facebook group. So do let us know what happens as a result of this. Alrighty, we'd love to know, how are you all feeling? Just going to do a little bit of a recap and summarize on the aligned action to take. So we'd love to know, what's been your biggest takeaway from today? This is so you can anchor it in and you embody it. Was it the 6 energetic blocks where they may be showing up for you? Was it doing the muscle testing? Doing your first experience of helixing together? How is your experience of helixing? And as you're sharing your takeaways in the comment, I also invite you to share on a scale of 1 to 10. how expansive and aligned do you feel to your intention for the next 60 days? So I invite you, as part of your aligned action, to complete our survey. We've got a survey for you that helps me to tailor these classes. And Moses will pop the link for the survey. Will take you about a minute to do. It's very, very quick. So I invite you to complete our survey. We have a nice little gift for you as well when you complete our survey. You'll also be put into a draw to win a one-to-one with me. Your action is to reach out to 5 people. Would love to also celebrate you, share what your biggest insight has been and your takeaway. Do share it over on our Facebook group, on your personal profile. When you're sharing on your personal profile, we'll be popping your name into the draw as well. Tomorrow, we're going to be diving into deeper into all of this and uncover the hidden energetic blocks to more sales and how this might be showing up for you at the different stages of your business. We'd love to know you joining me live. We're going to be on the replay. Feeling like it's possible. Yes, Carol. This is so exciting. So exciting. And as a reminder, I'm offering energetic alignment audit calls. This is for those of you that are growing towards your 6-figure mark. You're already at 6 figures, going towards 7 figures and so on. I'm going to tune in, dive in and find out what will move the needle energetically for you so you can have a breakthrough. Alrighty, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back here for the hidden energetic block to more sales. If you're not in the Facebook group and you want to be, then you can just scan the QR code that will take you to our Facebook group. And I will see you in the Facebook group between now and tomorrow. And I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. And either live or on the replay. Awesome. Carol's live tomorrow. Looking forward to it. A question about the playlist. So we'll pop the playlist in the replay page for you as well. This is our Helix Method Manifesting playlist. And that track was from Avatar as well. So key with the music that we select very strategically for you is so that it really helps you with expanding your emotions and feeling really expanded and powerful. Alrighty, sending you all loads and loads of love. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.